I thought up to recently was unique to me and just peculiar to my Aspergers. But as you know, one of my favourite Aspergers podcasts is called Them Aspergers with Scarlett and Nikki. And Scarlett was talking about this particular thing that she thought was unique to her. And as I was listening to her, I thought, well, that isn't peculiar to you and it isn't peculiar to me. It seems like, there's a common thread there. And what it was, she was, and I'm paraphrasing here because I can't remember exactly what she said. She was talking about setting kind of milestones, things to focus on, that events that were happening in the near future, and they didn't have to be big, significant things. They could be quite small, insignificant things. And once you got to that event and that milestone, you set a new one, and you kind of lived your life sort of one milestone at a time. And it was really weird because that's exactly what I've done pretty much all my life. I think it's a coping mechanism to try and deal with the stress and the anxiety of just living in an NT world, whereby if you focus on one little thing, and it can be really small, but it's enjoyable to you, it can be something really mundane, like you've ordered something in the post and it's going to arrive on Friday, so your whole week now is focused on the post on Friday. Or it might be fish and chip night, and you think it's a tiny thing, but I think it kind of helps screen everything out and let you focus on something in the future to kind of tunnel vision you into the future, like 2-3 days or weeks time. And I always do that. I've always focused on little things that will give me pleasure and comfort, to look forward to. And as soon as that's happened, I'll set myself a new one, and I won't be constantly thinking about it, but it'll be on my mind. It'll be in the forefront of my mind all the time, that thing that I'm looking forward to. And as I said, I do think it's a coping strategy. I think it kind of helps block out all the other stuff that goes on, because you can always say, no matter how shit today is, no matter how bad this situation is, I've got that little thing to look forward to that no one can take away from me, and that's there. But of course the flip side of that, and it's happened to me before, where you've set yourself that little milestone, that little event to focus on, and it's ended up not happening, and then you have set yourself up for a fall. Then you're going to get really pissed and stressed and anxious because this thing that you've been focusing on all week didn't come to pass. That comes into routines, having set yourself a routine, knowing what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and if things don't happen when you thought they were going to, then that can put you into a spiral down towards a meltdown. But I thought that was unique to me. I thought that was peculiar to my Aspergers. First of all, before I was diagnosed, I just thought I was just weird in doing that. I never really told anyone I did that either. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you do tell people. It never would come up in conversation, and I'd never say it out loud normally, because people would just think I was just mental, weird as hell. But then when I got diagnosed, it had crossed my mind a couple of times. I thought, well, that's obviously my Aspergers. And then when I heard Scarlett from Them Aspergers talking about it, I thought, yes, I get what you're saying, because I do it myself. And I don't suppose that's going to be of much interest to the NTs listening to this, but for people who are on the spectrum, it'd be really good to hear whether you strategy that you set up for yourself, where you look forward into the week or the next day, and you focus everything on that one little thing happening, and when it happens you just press the reset button and you come up with a new thing.